Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Yahweh is the Most High God. Yahweh Shai is who the world innately calls Jesus the Christ. Rakakadash is the Holy Spirit in the Paleo Hebrew. First and foremost, I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who've been ruling well through the Spirit, teaching this word and believing this word, Lord willing that they can increase and continue to bring forth 100% of the Most High's doctrine. Mighty Shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching this word and believing this word, Lord willing the Most High can continue to put it in their hearts to be sincere and to endure. And Shalom to the Aklakim that are believers of His word, Lord willing, they can continue to pursue to be a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. We're going to get into a dream that my first wife had. Lord willing, this is edifying, through the Spirit. So here we go. Kids were at what seemed to be a sleepover with Shakia and her kids. Decided to take the kids home. It was maybe 10 or 11 p.m. Walked outside. It seemed to be an ordinary night. Walked inside to get the kids. Walked back out, and it was like summer day. Now I'm like, was it night when I walked out? It turned to day. So now me and Shakia is walking, and I'm telling her that the sun is fake. I had to stop real quick because through the Spirit, what is it? Yeah, Thursday, me and my brother Asher was at camp. And outside, we looking at the moon. It was like a dirty orange. The moon and the sky and the moon, it looked like it was fake, like somebody painted it. Like it didn't look normal, I just had to say that. It's crazy. She just said that. It says, saying it again, it says, I'm telling her that the sun is fake. All of a sudden, this fake, I kept yelling, Salaki, all of this is fake. I kept yelling it. And people were listening to me. I'm like, how is the sky not matching the time? Right? Because it was nighttime, and then out of nowhere, the sun appeared. That reminded me of like Project Bluebeam. It says, I'm like, how is the sky not matching the time? Esau's doing this. So then we walked into this building. It was like a mandatory thing we had to participate in. Uh-oh. Sound like a FEMA camp. And I had to grab a card that had a meal circle. When it opened, it shined bright like it indicated my attendance. So they knew I was there. Shakia walked out to find a bathroom. While I was in this room, people around started doing a dance routine for entertainment. Then the instructor started talking about a chip, the MOTB, and how they were hiring thousands of people to help create the chip. So by this time, I knew what's going on. Shakia walked in and sits down. And I said, we got to get out of here. They don't know you're here. Let's leave. So we sneak out and got to the hallway full of elevators. Shakia went inside of the elevator first. Then I tried to get inside, but it was too crowded. I didn't see Shakia, so I decided to get on another elevator and seen a man, which is a Jake, loading an assault rifle. I started to run away from him, and he started shooting everyone in his sight. Chaos. Then I seen people starving, looking for food because it was a famine. People were asleep on the street. They're seeing people with diseases on their body. So while all of this is going on, the people that created the MOTB is looking for me because I know more than the other people that were being recruited to help make and give out the MOTB. They were calling my grandma and other family members to get to me. My flesh was afraid, but my spirit wasn't. My alarm went off, so the dream ended with me sitting with my grandmother, explaining to her what was going on. People had shit like this on their skin. Right? Look at that, man. I'm look like what's on my arm. That's actually crazy. That look like the stuff that's on my arm. Salaki family. Right? Because you have to understand something is about to happen. My wife having a dream about the MOTB, you know, that's motivation. First, I have to get into this MOTB, right? A lot of people is not seeing it, but we live in a technology time right now. AI is increasing. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their forehead. You know, that mark goes into a charagma. You know, a badge that symbolizes you serve the Antichrist, but who really serving this beast. Because when you read from Revelations verse 1 all the way down, because even the first beast, which is really the Roman Catholic Church, the old Rome, ancient Rome, and this new beast is Rome 2.0, Babylon, Mystery Babylon, right? And the elites, they run the world through America, and the elites is going to start this MOTB, which slowly but surely is already starting overseas, and it's going to navigate itself into America, right? This is all predestined of the Lord, because the Lord have given this vision to John the Revelator in Revelation. Reading verse 17, it says that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So in this time, you won't be able to buy and sell unless you have this mark. If we just read, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. We try to make it more hard or try to sound so deep. We don't got to go that hard. The Lord paved it for us, paved the way. Then outside, you just go outside and look. They promote this MOTB. They promote it right in our face. The devices of our enemies, man. Hold on, let me get another precept real quick. Right, this is Psalms 37. Is this the one I want? Psalms 37, verse 7, it says, "Rest in Yahweh and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass." Right? "Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil." It's going to be evil to take that MOTB, because Revelations 14, 9 and 10 tell you anybody that take it is going to get that brimstone, right? The MOTB, we could keep pressing towards that mark by just bringing out mad scriptures, but this is an evil device. We're already in a society where if you're not wearing a certain clothes, you're not in the limelight. If you don't have a foreign or Mercedes Benz, you ain't nobody. If you ain't making money or getting to the bag, it's always a freaking trend. This MOTB is about to be a trend. This is about to be the new system, and this is their full new world order. This is their last step, right? What brothers go into is that the Lord is going to allow these damn demons to max out in their wickedness, right? I'm not going to go too crazy because I want the dream to stick out, right? So another part that I want to, say a few things on is it said, what she said at the end, she said they were calling my grandmother and other family members to get to me. My flesh was afraid, but my spirit wasn't. Hold on, let me get a precept for that real quick. She said her flesh was, right? Of course, I'm going to go to the Matthew 10 and 28. Matthew 26:41, it says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation, which that MOTB, right? Revelations 3 and 10, the spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak, right? Let's get that. Revelations chapter 3, verse 10. The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right? The whole earth is going to get tried with this MOTB, but it's really, really directed toward Israel, because you got to think these higher-ups don't want Israel, don't want Jake to get the kingdom. Outside of it, the whole world is going to get it. It's like the movie Vendetta. The whole world is going to get it. But it's about stopping Israel from getting that blessing. Esau's the end of the world. Salaki. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. He's trying to end the cycle with the MOTB. If you don't have eyes to see, you got to reevaluate yourself, because you don't want to get into this at the last minute. Not saying get into the truth, but if you teaching Shabba Dabba Ding Dong, you don't want to be too late to fix it. Repent now while you can. Right? Hold on, let me get another one. Let me get another one. Hold on, family. I was trying to get another precept for that. But we'll go back to that one. And of course, Job 2 and 28. This is Matthew, the 10th chapter, verse 28. Because, hold on, let me get back to where she said in her dream. Right, 10:28, Matthew 10:28. Okay, I got it. She said, they were calling my grandma and other family members to get me. My flesh was afraid, but my spirit wasn't. Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Right? We got to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Why? Let's hyphen it even more. This is why. Revelations chapter 14, verse 9 and 10. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of all the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Right? So the elect that chose not to take it, they're going to be watching, because they're angels too, and the heavenly angels. They're going to be watching you niggas get destroyed with the rest of the people that's in America and other destructions in other places outside the world. Right? Because the Lord have left a standard that's telling you guys, do not take this MOTB. Some of y'all are going to come to your senses, So, Lord willing, everything that was said, just rewind the video and just listen to the dream. And then add the little precepts to it. Now I want to get this precept before anything. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. Right? And this is what we hoping for. Now, with her dream, we just going straight to the scriptures, add a little scriptures to it, right? But the MOT being promoted. Now, I'm not saying that this is really her having that dream and the Lord came upon her, but just for her to talk about the MOTB. You know, women are not teachers, man. You know, even before when, I wasn't really teaching my first wife the MOTB because, the camp when we was in HOI, they wasn't teaching it. I seen it physical, but I wasn't tapping into prophecies, to be honest. It took for the captain and, the other brother, Daniela, to say, hey, yo, brother, when you gonna get into prophecies and so on and so on. And, Yarmayan, going into prophecies and other examples and showing brothers how to precept, to study, it gave confidence to brothers to study more. He showed brothers, hey, these is the teachers we should be watching. And then brothers start watching, and brothers got guided into having, to being able to bring in the sense of the Charagma, from the homology of the words, going into the blue letter, getting into the Strongs. And now I'm able to articulate, to understand the MOTB myself, and to be able to give you guys the understanding, right? Show me where in the Bible, where is it digital currency? Show me. Because everybody always say book, chapter, verse for this and this and that. Well, brothers is bringing out the M-A-R-K in Revelations. It's not the same as Ezekiel 9:4. That one is a spiritual mark, and we could go to it. Revelation is a physical one because that's dealing with Esau. Esau don't move in the spirit. It's just wickedness, the wisdom that he gets from the left-hand side. But he don't have the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai on the right-hand side. So that can't be spiritual, and it can't be sin. Because sin is about Israel. When we walk away from his law, statutes, and commandments. And Esau been putting us into sin. He's going to do the Maccabees thing all over again, but it's not pork this time. Look, this is why the Lord say, watch. Let me get this, and then we can close out. Right? Let's go to Mark. And I've been bringing this up. This must be the reason why. But this is Mark chapter 13, verse 33. Take ye heed and watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. We don't know when the time that Charagma is going to be really mandatory. But we see it. So we're watching, we're praying. You got brothers doing videos. Sometimes I'm not able to catch the news article or a news video. But then I can go right on YouTube. Brothers is doing videos and inspire like, hey, you got to get on the MOTB. Hey, I'm not doing a news article. My wife had a dream, had a real dark dream about it, So now that we see this is watching, this is hearing, observing. And then line precepts and go cry aloud and tell people this MOTB is coming. Detach yourself from things in this world that will cause you to buy and sell to go get that MOTB. Just like the purge. What was the third one? Where they had to go get the eye camera so they can watch you. It says Salaki, verse 34. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey who left his house and gave authority to his servants, like the 10 pounds, occupy till I come, right? So instead of the Pharisees and Sadducees, the Lord didn't leave it to false teachers. He left it to responsible teachers, right? So we have authority under Yahushua, the one that has the authority, right? The scepter. He has given authority to his servants. That's why the 144,000 are saviors on the earth, right? And to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. So the doorkeeper is watching. We're telling you, I'm telling you, right? That the MOTB, the physical mark, is coming soon, right? Get in line, right? Stop drowning people about the law. Get into those prophecies. Be the example of the law. Walk the law. But talk about these prophecies, these parables, these dark sayings, man. It says, watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. Right? You should be watching, you know? Because there's just so much stuff that she was talking about. She was talking about the boils, the little marks that you seen on the body. She's talking about famine. You know, because I could really get in here. I got to, man. I'd be wrong if I don't, man. I'd be wrong if I didn't give you something. Here we go. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16. I'm going to start at 15. It says, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward. Even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Right? Plagues as in diseases. Plagues as in famine. Right? Plague. The word being taken from the earth where, you know, it's going to be a famine of word. That's a plague. You know, it says, woe is me. Woe is me. Doom is me. Who shall deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning. The beginning of famine and utter ruin. The beginning of war. And the mighty shall be afraid. The beginning of calamity. And all shall tremble. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for admittment, right? But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges, right? This is wicked Jake and the rest of these nations. They're not going to have regard. Some will, but most of them is going to get even more wicked. It's going to be perilous times, what it says in Timothy, right? But the elect is going to be scarcely. That's why it says who's going to be saved in those days. They're going to be scarcely. People going to be like, man, who the hell going to be saved out of this? But the righteous is going to be hidden, you know? We're going to be hidden, just like the million Jews that flee from Roman persecution. Or like Israelites that was like hiding in caves from the Greeks, you know? Some of us is going to be hiding. Some of us going to be hiding in plain sight. The Lord is going to do miraculous things. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning. You know, call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Lord willing, we of that number. And let me close out with this before out, man. I'm telling you. This is 2nd Esdras 16 verse. I'll start at 71. It says, they shall be like madmen sparing none, to abduct and hide them that still fear the Most High. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. They shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Right? So just like how the government was looking for her, and they went to her grandmother, they was asking a family just to look for her so she could take the MOTB because they knew she was different. They knew she wasn't going to take that shit. But what it was, they knew that she was of the elect. That's how I look at it. She was of the elect, you know? And what the elect doing it? Striving for the truth until death. F you, I'm not taking that. And what did the Lord do? Moved her around because they was looking for her. Oh, and that remind me, go watch the movie on YouTube, the new World Order. The girl did the same thing. She's like, oh, I'm not taking this. But then her mother and father was looking for her and she ran away. But in the later end, she ended up taking it and her friend didn't. You know? This dream was fire. Right? Oh, well, it was edifying. I'm going to read it one more time for you guys. This is a dream from my first wife. She said the kids were at what seemed to be a sleepover with Shakia, my wife's friend, and her kids. Decided to take the kids home It was maybe 10 or 11 p.m. Walked outside and it seemed to be in an ordinary night. Walked inside to get the kids, walked back outside, and it was like summer day. Now I'm like, it was night when I walked out and it turned to day. So now me and Shakia is walking and I'm telling her the sun is fake. All of this is fake. I kept yelling it and people were listening to me. I'm like, how is the sky not matching the time? Esau's doing this, right? Project Bluebeam. So watch out. So then we walked into this building. It was like a mandatory thing. We had to participate. I just read in Revelation, right? You were bid to take a mark in your right hand or your forehead. That's being mandatory. You can't buy or sell unless you had it. Mandatory. Participate, and I had to grab a card that had a meal circle. When you open it, it shined bright that indicated my attendance, so they knew I was there. Shaquille walked out to find a bathroom. While I was in this room, people around started doing a dance routine for entertainment. Right? That sounds like an astonishment, Jake. It says, then the instructor started talking about a chip, a MOTB, and how they were hiring thousands of people to help create the chip. So by this time, I know what's going on. Shaquille walks in and sits down, and I said, "We got to get out of here. They don't know you're here. Let's leave." So we sneak out, and you see how she said they don't know you're here. Let's leave. But she just opened up something that shined, and it indicated that it basically they knew that she was there, right? It says, so we sneaked out and got to the hallway full of elevators. Shakia went inside of the elevator first, and I tried to get inside, but it was too crowded, and I didn't see Shakia, so I decided to get on another elevator and seen a man, which was a Jake, loading an assault rifle. I started to run away from him, and he started shooting everyone in his sight. Chaos, right? This is that perilous times. This is where the love of many shall wax cold. Then I seen people starving, looking for food, right? And we just brought that out too. People were asleep on the street. Then seeing people with diseases, which is a plague, on their body. So while all of this is going on, the people that created the MOTB is looking for me because I know more than the other people, right? That right there sounds like the elect mindset. She knew more than the other people. She's the elect, right? It says that that word being recruited to help and make and give out the MOTB, right? They were calling my grandma and other family members to get to me. My flesh was afraid, but my spirit wasn't. My alarm went off, so the dream ended with me sitting with my grandma explaining to her what was going on, right? Hey, and that she could have came in right when the door was closing for her to be teaching her what's going on, you know? And through the Spirit, the Lord just gave you that one fruit right there. That's an example to show you, many people ain't gonna get it. Only a few. And it just shows we're not here to try to save everybody. You get the ones that the Lord gives to you. Right next, it just said my alarm went off, so the dream ended with me sitting with my grandmother. She was just with Shakia, you know? So it shows that man's going to the Lord, and the Lord is choosing the people that's going to accept this. Ooh, that's how I look at it, right? It says explaining to her what was going on. People had shit like this on their skin. And these is what was going on, like the little plagues. So again, Lord willing, this was edifying to the hopeful elect. And if it wasn't, it's okay. We're going to come back and do it again. But first and foremost, let's give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakodash. Lord willing, we are of that number and we do not take this MOTB. It's coming soon, regardless if you believe it or not. With that, shalom, Yahweh speed.